Okay. So, reading the chapter Krishna consciousness, the Topmost Yoga system. Okay. We have a real piece from that. Yes, we have a nice discussion on this. Yes, from here to read, I think.
I think we read Prabhu, yeah.
Just here to read. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Go ahead, Chaitanya Prabhu, you want to read?
Sure. I'm trying to I feel like we did this yesterday. Actually, okay, no, this I have not. Yeah. They have no demands. They're also peaceful. God. Yeah. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that those who are Krishna, yeah, I think that's the starting point. Yes. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that those who are Krishna conscious, because they have no demands, are actually peaceful. Those who are after sense enjoyment, salvation, and yogic mystic perfection are always full of anxiety. As long as one is full of anxiety, one should know that he is still under the grip of material nature. And as soon as one is free from all anxiety, one should know that he is liberated. This fearful anxiety exists because we do not know Krishna, the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Controller. Instead, we have other conceptions, and therefore we are always anxious. Want me to continue?
So anxiety is because of when he doesn't know the Supreme Lord. So as soon as one is free from all anxiety, one should know that he is liberated. The fearful anxiety exists because we do not know the Lord, Supreme Controller. And say we have other conceptions, and therefore we are anxious. So see, when you know that everything is in control of the Lord, and Lord is not just all powerful, is all good also. You know, Lord is all good, he's all powerful. And he's omniscient. So he's omnipotent, he's omniscient, and he's all good as well. So when you know this, then you can be free from anxiety. So why we so much anxiety? Because we don't understand Lord is the supreme controller. We think that things are not in my control, or things we think things are in my control, but I still have not everything, in my hand. So then we have anxiety. So and we foolishly try to think that let me become the supreme controller. Let me try to control everything. That thing happens as per my expectation, everything. But there's unlimited fear and anxiety one can get into. That's why there's Krishna Parama Purusha. Bhaktir Utpadaya Purusha Shoka Moha Bhayapaha. When you hear about the Lord, and as you become more and more Krishna conscious, then Shoka Moha Bhaya Apaha. Bhaktir Utpadaya Purusha. If you hear about the Lord, the devotion for the Lord awakens in your heart, and Shoka Moha Bhaya, that is lamentation and illusion and fear. It all gets eradicated. Shoka Moha Bhaya Apaha. That's the symptom of somebody who knows about Krishna, hears about Krishna. Read further, Prabhu. Puneet, would you like to read?
Hare Krishna. There are many examples such as Prahalada Maharaj. He was only 5 years old, a pet child, but because he was a devotee of the Lord, his father became his enemy. This is the way of the world. As soon as one becomes a devotee of the Lord, he finds so many obstacles. But those obstacles will not hinder one or be impediments on the path. You should always be personally prepared to become Krishna conscious. Otherwise, there's only the kingdom of Maya, illusion. Maya will try to defeat us as soon as she sees, oh, here is a living soul going out of my grip. As soon as one becomes Krishna conscious and fully surrenders onto the Supreme Lord, he has nothing more to fear from this illusion. The Krishna conscious person is a perfectly peaceful person.
Any reflection, Prabhu?
Yeah, I think it's obvious in a way that, yeah. So definitely, I think once we start to be on the path of Krishna consciousness or even become a devotee, most of the things that I think that people care about the material world, you tend to ignore it subconsciously, unconsciously, for example, because you prioritize or you spend, whatever time you have, you'll spend mostly towards uh, um, Krishna, basically. So I think that basically, so the moment you start to go against material world, so so yeah, in many ways, you'll I would say it will look hard for others. But I think but if you're definitely under Krishna, and if you have full faith, if you surrender to the Lord, then yeah, nothing will happen to you, I think.
So Virat Prabhu, Prashant Prabhu, you can also put a video on if possible. Yeah, Chaitanya Prabhu, you have any reflection on this? It's a very nice purport.
Yeah, I mean, mainly interested in why is it that somebody as, let's say, devout, auspicious as Prahalada Maharaj has to endure so much suffering, I guess? Like his own father, Hiranyakashipu, like eh, he was somebody that was entirely devoted to the Lord, and yet it seems like because Hiranyakashipu was eventually slain, like was kind of denied like that what we perceive as a father-like figure, but to go above that and believe like faithfully in the Lord, maybe viewing the Lord as the Father or something else. I think that's very interesting. I just like I'm having a bit of trouble like wrapping my head around why devotees sometimes, even though they're very pious, face obstacles, and the specific line of once you become a devotee, he finds so many obstacles, that kind of thing. That's my reflection, I would say.
I'll clean up. I think no. Prabhu, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear properly.
Oh, no problem. Mainly just uh Prahlad, like being 5 years old in this example, like he was a very, irrespective of age, he was a very devout follower, it seems. Like that's what I've been knowing him for. I just am wondering, like, why is it that somebody like him is denied maybe a proper father? Like Hiranyakashipu the demon was his father, to my understanding. And then just wondering, like, why is it that the Lord specifically places obstacles in the way? Like, I'm having a hard time seeing that, oh, it's a test for their faith, but also something like for their development, that suffering is necessary. I don't think I'm able to fully see that or grasp that yet.
Anybody has answered to Prabhu's question?
And yeah, I think it's definitely a test of faith, Prabhu. I mean, at least from what I can interpret. See, I think when we take birth for whatever we've done, so whatever duty that we as a father or as a son, I think it's mostly as a duty, but we cannot control who becomes our father, who becomes our mother, or who becomes our brother. That's all material things. But if we are fortunate enough to understand what is Maya and what is the real, like the spiritual life, and if you know who is the creator, in this case, Krishna, and if you become a devotee, have complete faith in him, and it it doesn't matter. So, and even if there's hardship, the moment, see, Prahalada had full faith in Lord Krishna. So he was never ever wavering, right? So he was never afraid that, even though he has a powerful father who is, or if he has everything, everything is against him, but because he has full faith in Lord, he was never really unhappy, because he knew what his life purpose is, or what the real world is. So I think, and also it's also a test of faith, I believe, definitely. Because so I think reading, just I'll take a few more seconds, but I think even in material life, or you see, you don't want people to come to you for You only want to come, you like people who come to you out of love, out of faith. That's what you prioritize, right? You don't want people attracted to you in for any other purpose. I
Yeah.
think Krishna plays that role. He will definitely, when we become a devotee, we are indirectly saying that I have full faith in you, and I consider you the controller of this whatever universe. So I think, and that is how I think he protects the devotees. So
Yeah.
I think that's my reflection.
That's a good answer. Thank you.
So, in the case of Prahlad Maharaj is Mahabhagavat. Just 1 minute. Prabhu, just checking on you.
Hello?
Yeah, just
Hare
check.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hope you're good. Was just checking on you because
Yeah.
all the devotees were there in the meeting. So I thought if you are able to join for some time.
Yeah. I'm like outside Prabhu, I think.
Oh.
I'll join from tomorrow.
No problem.
I'll reach Boston tomorrow, yeah.
No problem. Just wanted to check if you are inside and you're inside.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay, Prabhu. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
So, Prahlad Maharaj is a Mahabhagavad devotee. So, for such a great soul, when such kind of extreme difficulties come, it is actually to show to the world. See, Prahlad Maharaj has endured so much of troubles. Then in our life, some little trouble comes in. So, how can we become disturbed and become unsteady in our practice? So, it is just to teach the entire world. Lord orchestrates such kind of pastimes for his pure Vaishnavas, pure devotees.
Hmm.
So, it may not, see, for Mahabhagavad devotees, Prahlad Maharaj is not actually, in one sense, not a test of faith because they already have that faith, strong faith. But it is to show the world, that having a testimonial that how people, can be faithful in such extreme situation also, like that. So it's actually a very powerful example, Prahlad Maharaj. So how uncheckable, unallied devotion Prahlad Maharaj had. It was called Krishna Graha Grihitatma. He was haunted by Lord Nrsimhadev. He was so Krishna conscious like that. So in our life, we have little trouble from anybody here and there. Then we should not get carried away. We should not get disturbed too much. We should carry on with our devotion to the Supreme Lord. Same way Pandavas also. When they were tested so much, it's not to test them, their faith. They actually to show to the world that how even devotees. Another thing also, this is also Lord shows the nature of the material world. Even such great souls also can undergo certain kind of situations like this. So it is to show the nature of material world. It is to give us the role model, which can be our an inspiration in our difficult times also. And also it is to glorify the just Mahabhagavad devotees like Prahlad, how a strong faith they have for the Lord. So their faith in the Lord is seen in such kind of reversals more clearly. Correct, no? So it's like the reversals will put that devotee in a lamplight. You can see it very clearly that how this person, just like if you want to have the diamond, so I think I may be giving bad examples. What I was trying to say that it stands out, in certain situations the quality of the devotee stands out. So those situations, just like I was telling, if Prabhupada would have just come, people are waiting for him, this garland is there, and then all the big architects, engineers have come and they're making temples for him, and he has automatically so much of money. Krishna just gave him money. It is not that Prabhupada was struggling, penniless, like beggar. He was wandering, having heart attacks, printer getting stolen. David was wanting to kill him, attacking him. So many things were happening for Prabhupada. But how Prabhupada was sticking to the order of his Guru. So that's why we cry tears for him. It is also to glorify the great devotees like that. So Lord has this kind of purposes. Now when the difficulties come in practicing devotee like all of us, so for us it is test of faith or to become more faithful. So the test, what Lord sends to us also is not like too much of a big test also He will send. He will send the test which is little above us so that we can develop more sincerity and faith in the Lord, through that. Because our faith will be shaken, when the difficulties come, we will be like shaking. But when we're shaking, then you like to hold on also. So that helps an opportunity to grow our faith. You're getting me? It is an
Yeah.
opportunity to grow our faith that time also. Yeah. So that way, Lord very carefully gives us tests which are just up to our level. Little more you have to exercise. And then a devotee will run to association of devotees, he will read Gita, he will read Bhagavatam, he will ask questions, he will take shelter of some devotees, take guidance. So that's how you can get equipped, and then you can pass that test. Like that.
Hmm.
So that's how you can grow. So if you're sincere, you will keep growing in the test. If you're insincere, then we may just not take care of all this wonderful facilities that Lord gives us to be able to pass that test. If you're insincere, we'll just take that situation as an excuse to leave Krishna consciousness. That's a sign of insincerity. So insincere souls will leave. For sincere souls, their faith will get enhanced and they will progress further in Krishna consciousness. That's why in Krishna consciousness, sincerity is required. Seriousness, sincerity, with no ulterior motives. When you practice like that, then all the tests will actually become the stepping stone for your making more and more advancement in Krishna consciousness. That's what he's saying. As soon as one becomes a devotee of the Lord, he finds so many obstacles, but those obstacles will not hinder one or be impedance on the path. See? We should always be prepared to become Krishna conscious. That is sincerity. That means if our agenda is to become Krishna conscious, then you're sincere, then you will make progress. But Maya will test everybody. Maya just next to Krishna. Big people are also tested in Maya. Who are we? In fact, Maya appears to be more testing when you become a devotee. Sometimes ordinarily you may not be attracted to some things here and there. But after becoming devotee, you become more sensitive sometimes. I don't know whether you observe. Sometimes it may happen. After you become a devotee, sometimes you tend to be more sensitive to many things. Like ordinarily, something might have not affected you. But then you feel more like, why something is disturbing, some disturbance is there. So that is because you actually, when you're becoming devotee, then Maya also starts testing you like that. So ordinarily, when Maya knows that its fellow is already into Maya, then Maya does not do much, doesn't pay in my control. But when you start practicing, then you see how Maya becomes starts testing in so many ways. Right? So as devotee, you have to be more careful in Maya, more careful in Maya. So you should not take risks unnecessarily. Not play with Maya. Be very careful. Correct, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like ordinarily, before coming to Krishna consciousness, sometimes people may not worry much about free mixing and all. Invest people just, but as we become devotee, then we have to be more careful because devotee Maya may test us more. So especially dealing with opposition, we have to be more careful. Because that time, we are already in material life, so we might have not got too much of it sometimes, some cases. But after becoming devotee, you have to be more careful because Maya is much more there for us. But we have to know Krishna is also with us. Krishna will also help us to grow. Yeah. What happened to you, Chaitanya? You're doing something?
No, same thing. Just playing with my gum.
Right.
Remember? Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Who else will read? Xavier, would you like to read now? Is that
Sure.
clear? Chaitanya, is that clear? You got the answer?
Yes, yeah, that makes sense to me. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah. So here the living soul going out of my grip. As soon as one becomes Krishna conscious, fully surrendered to the Lord, he has nothing more to fear from this illusion. See? Krishna conscious is a perfectly peaceful person. So we should, like Prabhupada was told that I kicked Mr. Lust on his face. And he would say, Jai Prabhupada. And then Prabhupada was another time praying in front of Radharani and Krishna very deeply. So somebody asked, what we are praying to Prabhupada? What you are praying Prabhupada? Prabhupada said, I am praying to Radharani, please protect me from Maya. Prabhupada, just now you said that I kicked Mr. Lust on face and you are saying that now you are praying, please protect me from Maya. Prabhupada said, because I always pray like this, so I can say like that. So we have to always pray to the Lord. Then only we can be confident. Otherwise, Maya is very powerful. We should always pray. Yeah. Yes, Prabhu, go ahead. Who will read further? Our Virat Prabhu.
Which one? Who?
Everyone wants peace in the world.
Okay. Everyone wants peace in the world. The peace marchers do not know how to obtain peace, but they want peace. I read a speech of the Archbishop of Canterbury in which he said, "You want the kingdom of God without God. This is our defect. If you want peace at all, then accept that peace means to understand God." That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Unless you are in touch with the Supreme Lord Krishna, you cannot have peace. Therefore, we have a different peace formula. The real peace formula is that one must know that God is the proprietor of all this universe, including the United States of America. He is the proprietor of Russia. He is the proprietor of China. He is the proprietor of India, of everything. But because we claim that we are the proprietors, there is fighting, there is discord, there is disagreement. And how can there be peace?
Any reflection, Xavier Prabhu?
What I got from that is everyone on every continent, like there's so much discord and so much chaos on every continent because everyone, I think has this, everyone is claiming to be the proprietor, but they're leaving out the fact that the one true proprietor is Lord Krishna.
Correct. And another thing, what he says that our defect is that. What is the defect? We want God, but
you want the kingdom of God without God.
we want kingdom of God, but not God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's our main defect. You cannot have peace. They say no God, no peace. And no God, no peace. K-N-O-W, no God, then K-N-O-W, no peace. And N-O, no God, then N-O, no peace. So if you know God, then you can be peaceful because then you see everything in connection with the Lord. So one should know the proprietor, Lord is the proprietor of everything. Yeah. So we want to have proprietorship in this world. And as you want to have proprietorship, then you want to control. Like you have to have proprietorship over things and people. And as you want to lord over them then, right? So then you want to control over them. First you want to possess, then you want to control. And by controlling, you want to enjoy. And this is how you want to actually become God. Basically, all conditions are trying to be God in this world. So who is the proprietor, controller, and enjoyer? Krishna. But we want to be proprietor, controller, and enjoyer. This is our plight. So basically, we're trying to be God. So when we recognize God is the proprietor, He is the controller, and He is the enjoyer. And now you are simply a operator, simply a servant. Then you can be perfectly happy. Then you are peaceful. Now, everybody in this world is looking for honor. Everybody is looking in this world for being a proprietor, master, boss. So we should give up this ambition to be boss in this world. I am not boss of anyone. Think of yourself. Think deeply in your heart. Do you want to be boss of anybody in this world or not? Think deeply and think about it. Do you want to really have somebody under your control? Raise your hand. If yes, then raise your hand. It's a very challenging and tricky question. Not easy to understand.
Depends on what influence, I guess. I mean,
no, but I'll tell you, it's a fact, Prabhu. All of us know, until we become pure duty, we have the desire to control over people. So there's a desire to control. Yeah, so much of controllership is there. So we are all looking. Otherwise, why we want to be, progressing? We want to become boss. We want to become hierarchy. We get some kind of subtle, pride when we see the people under us. It can happen even in a spiritual circle also. I think I'm a senior devotee. There are so many people under me. I have trained them. They're my, students. They're my fellows. What I said, they do. This kind of pride can come to anybody actually. So Maya is very powerful. So one has to have been nirmam. What is that? Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya Vinivritta kama sange vimukte sukha dukkha shama yakshati amora padamavyayam tatsis. So nirmana moha, one has to become nirman without any pride, without having any me and mine, no, without wanting to have any influence on anyone. We don't want anyone's to be under us. We don't want any followers. No. It can be as simple as that. The husband wants his wife to be his follower and kids to be his followers. The husband thinks himself as a king, the wife is like a queen, and the children are like the praja, they're like citizens. So they get sense of ownership in home only. It starts right from the home. So this is how it's so powerful. So what I'm saying, these are disease of conditioned soul. But as we become situated in our conscious position as servant, we may take up roles, but we will not identify, and we won't hanker for that respect and honor, which is not easy, very, very difficult. So everybody is wanting honor in this one. Yeah. I'll show you a nice verse, what I'm saying here, and it makes sense to you. Exactly. Nirmana moha jalasanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivritti kama dvandvair vimukta sukha dukkha samne gacchantya mudha padamavyayam tatsi. Those are free from false prestige, illusion, and false association, who understand the eternal, who are done with the materialist, who are free from the realities of happiness and destiny, who are unbewildered, know how to surrender to the Supreme Person, attain to that kingdom. See, here it writes very nice point. Says, you know what it says? One should know. See, the first qualification, one should not be driven by pride. First qualification is, for surrender process, first qualification is one should not be driven by pride. Because the conditioner is puffed up, thinking the Lord of material nature, is very difficult for him to surrender to the first starting point. One should know by conditional knowledge that he is not Lord of material nature. See? One is free from delusion or caused by pride, he can begin the process of surrender. For one who is always expecting some honor, see, this is the point, powerful point. Read this aloud. Who will read? Somebody should read it aloud.
For one who is always expecting some honor in this material world, it is not possible to surrender to the Supreme Person.
See, it's how difficult it is. How difficult. If one subordinate think about it, you have some subordinate in your company or whatever. If that fellow doesn't respect you, he speaks in an appropriate way or deals with you, not giving proper respect, how much our mind can become disturbed. See? There was one boy, one of devotee, he went to his company. So his boss told him, hey, you came early. He was happy only, but said, can you help me, can you just clean this, office? Because somehow that peon did not come. So he requested him, can you clean it? And then this fellow denied. He said, no, how can I clean? I'm not peon. I've come here as, employee. I cannot do that work. He denied. And then this manager, the boss, he himself took the broom and he cleaned it. He cleaned the whole, because somebody has to clean it. And then he was, next day, he was kicked out of the job. So he's asking Radhesham Prabhu what I could have done in that case. He said, maybe you could have just cleaned it because it's not like every day, and he himself is clean. He could have. He told, no, but I was feeling a little ego problem. How can I go and clean? Because every time he may say me like that to clean. So I was not sure. So the point is, whatever, he did it, but see, that fellow also kept grudge. He couldn't tolerate because he felt disrespected. The boss also couldn't because he kicked him out. If he'd have been thoroughly humble in and out, maybe he could have been, and then he could have also tolerated and given him second chance to continue and learn some humility by his example. But he kicked him out. That means though he did cleaning because it was required to be done, but he had got surely hurt the boss. Kicked him out also. So it's not easy. Everybody expects some honor from subordinate. Parents naturally expect some respect from kids. Teacher expects some respect from his friends. So that honor is expected. Then it's difficult to surrender to the Lord. We are always expecting some honor. And why you expect honor? We think we are entered with our positions, but I am this, I am that. So sometimes spiritual master have right to correct the disciple if he doesn't honor properly, respect properly. He has a right to teach him because it's for his benefit. It's very important. It's not for our own, that we should not be hungry for that. So on personal level, we should not hanker any honor. Anybody can come and beat us, insult us. We should be okay ideally. It is kind of very hyperbole concept. I'm speaking, but I'm nowhere around it. But I'm just telling you that this is a person. This is what a person who has no aspiration of honor. He won't get disturbed. See, like somebody insults you, we get disturbed because of that person is suffering because it is not good for him. For that reason, we get disturbed, or because I was not honored properly, we get disturbed because of that. So we generally get disturbed because I was not respected properly. But a pure devotee sometimes may show anger if he's not respected properly, not for himself, but to rectify that person. But it's a very subtle line. You can always justify, oh, I'm just telling you for your benefit. But actually, we may be expecting honor. We are disturbed. Our ego is disturbed. It's a very subtle line. So we have to be thoroughly, keeping our heart, because we only can keep our own heart. How much I am expecting honor in this world. It's like very, 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 very challenging. It's not easy. So yes, so pride is the illusion. We have come here for brief time and then go away. There's a foolish notion that he's the Lord of the world. That's why our whole life becomes so complicated. We are always in trouble. The whole world is moving and it's that false impressions. People are considering land is said to belong to human society, and they have divided the land in the false impression that they are the proprietors. That's a problem. Okay, we'll pause here. Actually, also I wanted to tell all of you, Puneet Prabhu and Virat Prabhu are not there. And who else? Prashant Prabhu. This Saturday is Ekadashi, so we are doing a retreat. Friday night we are coming to temple. Saturday morning till afternoon we are going to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It's a good Ekadashi are the very good days, to absorb ourselves in chanting holy names. I usually do on Ekadashi 64 rounds. I chant. Last Ekadashi, I think I couldn't. Then I tried to make up on some other day because we had a retreat on last Saturday. So, but this Saturday we are doing. Our Chaitanya Prabhu is coming. He is going to be there till lunch. He told me. So he is going to chant. So we can chant more rounds, like 32 rounds, something like that. So this will be like it will be easy for you because I'll be like motivating. I'll be speaking in between, and it's like that. It's going to be very smooth. You'll experience it nicely. So those of you who can participate will be very good. You can try. So, and then Saturday lunch till Sunday you are free. You can have your own work and everything. So yes, so please think about it if you can do it. Okay, Virat, possible for you to come?
I think it will be quite difficult for you.
You have to just take a flight from Tampa.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Virat Prabhu from Tampa.
Yeah.
Sorry, we discussed your name last time when I said I was actually coming here. So I'm also in Tampa. Nice to meet you, by the way. I'm Chaitanya.
Oh, nice to meet you. I met you in the camp in West